What's up, everybody? I've been doing a bunch of work to this car, like doing like the body work and shit, as you see right there. So I haven't really had time to do an update as I went along or a how-to video. But what I did, I ended up taking up all the fiberglass around that I laid down originally, and I went through and grinded down the welds to where it was smooth with 36 flat, 36, 60. I think 80 grit flap disc. And then I relayed the fiberglass. I let that sit overnight and then I came out and I sanded it down with 60 and 80 grit, and then I used 150, and I used a straight sander that went in there right there, and I went along the whole edge of the sunroof like this all the way around to where it laid it down smooth. And then after I did that, I laid the fiberglass filler. I laid that all the way around. And I'm going to sand that down later. I got to work on that spot right there. I'm going to sand that down later, and then I'll be ready for the body filler. I had a dent right here. I laid some filler over it. I can still feel that dent, so I'm going to lay another and then shape it. I had a bunch of dents and dings on my passenger side, on my fender, quarter fender, rear fender. So I went ahead and sanded it down where the dents and dings were. This is, that's a low spot, that's a high spot, that's a high spot somewhat, that's a high spot right there. So what I'm going to be doing is taking my body and dolly hammers and working that out. Okay, yeah, that shit's dry. I gotta redo this because it keeps like flash rusting through here, or I'm just gonna sand it down to bare metal again and redo it, rework it, or find a donor car and just completely cut the fucking rear quarter panel off. No, I'm not doing all that. I'm just taking the lower fender. I'm probably gonna snatch that from a 4-door and do it again if I don't like how this turns out once it's all the way done. Made a decision on my doors. Instead of trying to fix them, I'm just gonna swap them out because the rust is too bad up through here all the way down. I have another set of doors. I was thinking like just trying to figure out like cut it out right through here, cut that weld out, then cut the spot welds out right there. And I can't figure out how to get this whole piece. I'll show you on my other door I got. So that's the plan I'm doing with that. The window regulators, that one's seized up from a different door. I'm tinkering, figuring stuff out, what I want to do. So, like, it's all smoothed down through here. I gotta, so it has like a little hump. I just got to bring the filler out to this way, out here, and go straight back. That's why there's a line right here, because it's like mentally, I drew this line right here, so that way I know I have to bring my filler out to at least right here and sand it and shape it all smooth right here. Something came up. I'm putting this on hold of doing my Landu tabs where I put that in. I just have to, I filled it with foam. I just gotta fill the gaps with more weld and then sand all that, grind all that down. And then I have to do the fiberglass, and then I'm gonna work on this back section. But like from right here back, I'm not touching until I get that section done. This part right there, I'm just gonna use a piece of metal that I grabbed, some sheet metal that I own, and I'm gonna fix this. My driver's side, I have a high spot right there. I'm taking that down to bare metal and using lightweight body filler, lightweight filler. Another spot. I need to contact the dude about my Caprice Landu badge. I gotta take all my glass out and when I do the priming shit, because I want to make sure it's all done, and then I'm gonna reseal the back window, reseal all this, Uh, maybe do that again, work on that some. But I definitely need to take out my quarter glass so I can fix this dip that's right there. I'm swapping out my trim because that's bent. Yeah, like this door, that's trash. Ain't no saving that door. Oh well. Got my A pillar. So as I'm working my way from the back all the way to the front. So that's what I'm really doing, is just working back to the front. So I'm gonna be doing like my back clip. I'm gonna be installing that, fixing that rust right there, and working my way back. Then I'm gonna be doing my door swap, installing the A pillars, taking my fenders off on both sides, and the core support and the inner fenders, sandblasting those, and getting them. I'm gonna be powder coating those. Why is that lug nut loose? And powder coating those, and then I'll be putting my front clip back together, installing my LED headlights and my custom grill, and then I'll be done with the body work. It'll be all primed down, and then I'll be stacking up money. I got money saved up, but I'll be like slowly buying the stuff I need for my motor. Well, my motor runs and drives, but I got the engine gasket kit, but like I got the entire kit, so I'm gonna go ahead and put like a cam in it, new water pump, all that shit, all that good stuff. And now here's my other Landu doors I grabbed. I'm going to drop these off before I go to Missouri. I might drop them off before or when I come back. But I'll be heading to Missouri and shit in a couple weeks for my mom. And I'm going to have the doors completely sandblasted. There's a spot right there that I'll be working on. And then I'll be pulling this dent out that's right there and cutting that rust out that's right there. But the the window tracks and shit right here, all good. Not rusted out or they're not rusted out or anything. I just gotta take all the door molding off, and then I'm gonna strip the doors down to bare, and then I'll drop them off to get sandblasted. Here's my other core support. It's starting to flash rust a little bit, but I'll sand that shit down. I should have fucking primed that before I put it back here. But I'm gonna just sand that shit down. There's my back clip. I need to grab that out, and I need to grab this A pillar that's back here somewhere. I'll grab all that shit later. But that's just the small update I've been working with. But see, this is what I was talking about. Like, it's welded right there, and then it's spot welded in. I can't figure out how to get this shit separated and all that, so I'm probably gonna sell these doors or keep them as a spare set. I mean, structurally, there's nothing wrong with them. So I could convert these to Landu doors, but I think this one this one's solid. I'll just have to put the mirror on right there and put my Landu trim on, but I still have to get it sandblasted to remove all the paint. And then this one's tweaked a little bit. It has a dent right here. So I'm gonna figure out something. That fender I'm probably gonna keep and put onto my car, just sand it down real good, and not sand it down, but sandblast it, and then I'll install it. There's no rust on it. Yeah, there's no rust on it anywhere. My other one has that has a little dent right here, and it also has some filler right here on the on the passenger side I was showing you guys. And I think because my trunk lock's messed up, what I was thinking, this is where my tinkering and fabrication, this shit comes into play while I be smoking and shit, smoking weed and shit. I be like thinking of how to fix shit. So I was thinking my trunk lock is pretty much the same as a door lock. So what I was thinking was grabbing a door, cutting this out, cutting that out, getting some bigger washers, like 2 washers that are bigger, a little bit bigger, grinding those down a little bit on the outside, and then grinding this down a little bit on the inside right here to where my trunk lock will fit in, directly fit in. And then grab a piece of metal, cut, and hold on, sun's bright as fuck out here. There we go. And grab a piece of metal, cut all this out, and you see how it's like dipped in right here? Those washers would help set that metal right there, and then it'd be like pretty much, you'd get the idea. I'll just have to do it and show you guys what I'm talking about. But my clip part, I'm probably going to be doing that, my back clip install, probably going to be doing that in a couple weeks because of time and shit, because I'm going to be in Missouri for like a week and a half. My mom's having heart surgery, so I'm probably going to be in Missouri for like a week or 2. And, man, my job's on some bullshit. They was mad at the motherfucker that I told them I was going to be gone for a week. I was like, man, y'all better find somebody else to fucking slave and boss around like y'all been doing me, because I'm sick of this bullshit. Like, for real, I've been debating on moving back home. So if we go back home and I find, like, I do a couple of job interviews or job applications and they give me a call back, I'm getting the fuck out of Oklahoma. But I will be fixing the back clip and getting all this shit done here soon. Probably in like a month I should have all, maybe I'm gonna give myself 3 months. 3 months I should have all the body work done. Where it's bare metal shit right here, there's a high spot. Let me mark that real quick. Shit. Where it's bare metal, yeah, right through here there was a deep gash. It was like a deep scratch that went all the way. So I'm going to buy some lightweight filler tomorrow and just spread it down through here and then sand it real good. And then this little dip right here, I need to work on that a little more. But other than that, this is pretty much what I've been doing. The sunroof works and all that, so I'm happy with that. I gotta figure out why the fuck I got that fucking dip right here. This shit's pissing me off. I don't remember if there was a dip when I took the sunroof out. But, oh well. It's really not that noticeable. I really don't fucking care. If anything, I'll just swap out the glass. I am swapping out the glass because when I was welding the roof into place, the welds were bouncing off and hitting the glass and sticking to it. But that's just a little update I got for you guys on what I've been doing.